Hey up! Oh, there you are. Move me camera. Hey, welcome and welcome back to the utter bland mediocrity, which is the Bingley Wheeler channel. Oh. Andy out on his Bantam, his BSA Bantam 350. He's just coming up to his first service mileage. Going to be whipping it up to Eddie's in Tadcaster to get it fettled. He's loving the bike, and I think it's fair to say every time we stop it attracts an awful lot of interest from people. Of course, such is the legacy of that name, Bantam, from BSA. And they've been flying off the shelves. Not so the B65 Scrambler, for whatever reason, but I thought that were an absolutely cracking bike when I reviewed it out of Eddie's. For me, if I had a choice between the two, it would be that Goldstar based Scrambler, and an absolute toss up if you're in the market for something like that, between the BSA Scrambler and the Royal Enfield offering, which is the Interceptor Bear 650. So yeah, the BSA B65 is based on the Goldstar 650, and the Bear is based on the Interceptor 650. So they occupy very, very similar territory, those two bikes. And were I to have the opportunity to have either one, I'm still not sure which it would be. I'm just not sure. The blue and yellow Bear, I think, looks absolutely stunning. Just not quite as stunning as my black and chrome classic 650, but when I got the classic 650, it was a very close call. It was nearly the Bear 650, but it would have been that beautiful blue and yellow colour that they do that bike in, together with the the blue seat. I think it looks absolutely fabulous. And I suppose in a sense we are spoiled, aren't we? That we have these beautiful bikes from BSA and Royal Enfield now that are very, very reasonably priced. I don't know about you, but the Triumph Bonnevilles are out of my range, I'm afraid. They're outside of my spending capacity. Great if you've got the budget for one of them. They are fantastic bikes, and there's just been a new line of Bonnevilles released, hasn't there? New colour schemes and aluminium wheels now, and IMUs and all the rest of it. But for bikes like the Speedmaster, nearly £14,000 on the road for that beautiful looking thing. You compare that with what you'll pay for the Royal Enfield equivalent, be it a Super Meteor or a Shotgun or an Interceptor or a Classic 650 or a Bear 650. no comparison. Of course, in the straitened economic times in which we live, affordable bikes are always going to enjoy a deserved amount of popularity. And my words, they are straitened times, aren't they? The cost of living is just ridiculous. I mean, I don't know about you, but bloody hell, weekly grocery bill, jeez, it's got to be double what it was 3 or 4 years ago, easily. Absolute madness. Energy, way more. Food, way more. Out of all proportion to, you know, wage increases. Yeah, so we're just discussing back there with Andy the sort of generally the eye-watering cost of living situation compared to what it was not that many years ago. And talking about one of the causes, a very, very significant cause, is the buying up of essential services by big corporations, many if not most of them foreign owned, many if not most of them American owned. The same companies that have bought up all of our infrastructure. And now, just using the specific example of vets, but you know, it applies to dental surgeries and certainly to the funeral service, because I was a funeral director for the best part of 5 years, and I can absolutely categorically tell you that a lot of very well established local funeral directorships were bought out by big corporates like Dignity, Court Funeral Care, Funeral Partners. All of these huge corporately owned organisations that are part of venture capital outlets and outfits rather, and equity companies and hedge funds and all of that. An awful lot of them, yeah, bought out. Which I do not think for one moment, and indeed has in many cases proven to be the case, has not been a good thing, except perhaps for the people in receipt of those millions when they sell off the business. So like I said, you can't particularly blame them. Well, you can. You can, but when you're tempted with huge capital sums like that, human nature being what it is. But what really frustrates me, makes me angry really, is the interconnectedness of it all. And what do I mean by that? Well, if we take the vets as an example, so a handful of big corporate organisations probably own 80-90% of all veterinary services in the country. And as soon as they take over these local private family practices, of course what they do is they immediately raise the profit margins and put up the price of treatment and medicines and the rest of it. So as a consequence of that, as a consequence across the board of hugely increased vets fees, of course the pet insurance industry likewise increase their premiums. And I've noticed Eddie's insurance premium bloody gone through the roof over the past 2 or 3 years. Touch wood, and touching wood very, very firmly, not had a claim yet over those years, and yet the initial premium of about 25 quid is now up to, I think, about 78, something like that. That's one hell of a hike in what, 3 and a bit years. Oh, but of course the pet insurance companies there are also all owned by a handful, in many cases the same handful of these corporate identities. So you can see how the whole thing is set up to generally exponentially increase their margins of profits, but increase massively the costs in terms of insurance and general veterinary fees to us, the general public. And I might add, in many cases with a lower standard of service as a result. And I just don't understand why as a society we just sit back and accept this. You know, it's not even open to speculation or a matter of particular opinion. It's there on the record, it's not hidden. No attempt is made to cloak this global scam. But we just bloody well shrug our shoulders and get on with it like we're anaesthetised, like we're drugged up or something. You know, I just think that sometimes society just deserves all it gets from these creatures, because it's just so supplicant and pathetic and apathetic, when what we should be doing is singing and dancing and marching up and down the street. And once again, from a very disgruntled old git in a beautiful part of the world, until the next time, ride safe, be kind in your heart, and of course, I'll civvy. Oh yes. Yeah, my silly fault. Thank God for crash bungs.
Back, yeah.
Cheers, pal. There we go. Thank you, God bless you.
Nice. I'm going to bike myself.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Just a bit of scuffing on pannier. Got crash bungs on. No, we're good.
Never buggered up the steering or anything.
No. No, it's fine. Lovely job. Thanks for your help.
Yeah, no worries.
What a bell end, eh?
Just run forward on you, didn't it?
Eh?
Just run forward on you.
Yeah. It's obviously at an angle. Yeah. Pannier's seen better days, but be right. Few stickers. All on camera as well. That'll get some views. Yep. Hey?
It's only your pride and hat that's hurt.
Yeah.
You feel a twat though, don't you?
Yeah. But yeah, thank God for crash bungs. Yeah, otherwise that would have been a sickener, wouldn't it? Edge and cases and yeah. I can't even remember if I swore.
You'll see it back on the film.
Yeah. How could I not realise this is a slope?
Yeah, it's a slope and it's sloping that way and that way, isn't it?
Yeah, be right.
Just as you started to move forward, it caught you out, didn't it?
Yeah, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, I'll get some stickers on that. Yeah, be right. Right, well, onwards.